Hello everybody, it's Bee from Bespoke Crafts and welcome to my channel. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're going to enjoy this video that's a little bit different. Today's card is based on an enchanted forest. Initially I was going to do a 6x6 card, and when I showed the lady that I'm making it for, it's for a daughter that loves walking and nature. She liked it and she wanted to add a little bit more, so it's gone to a 7x7. So at the moment I'm doing the background. I've used squeezed lemonade, twisted citron, and I can't see the colours from here, but you'll see them when I'm putting them on, and I'm just literally splodging it on is want of a better word, just with it's just one of those really thin, flimsy sandwich bags with a couple of baby wipes in. And I do like it doing this way rather than smooshing it, simply because I think I've got more control of it. So yeah, I'm just using greens, blues, and the yellows just to make a different background really. So while I'm just doing this, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for subscribing. I really do appreciate your support. So thank you so much. If you're watching the video and you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free, it doesn't cost a thing, but it really does help my channel to grow. I love making my videos. If this is your first time onto my channel, this is not my normal makes. This is just putting the card together. All the elements have been made, simply because there's a lot of components to this card. It is a very busy card, but I am really pleased with the finished product. So these are some Sizzix dies. It's an old set, thinlets. I don't know the name of it because I've only got the front of it, but the number is 665039. So when I've cut them out, I just wanted the centres. I didn't want the frames themselves. So I'm just colouring them up, distressing them up a little bit. I've got a cup of coffee in my hand. It is now 4:30 in the morning. I've been up since 2. I cannot sleep. Oh dear. I suppose it's better. The other morning I was up at 1. But yeah, so 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, I'm just going around the edges of the previous elements for the card. I'd actually put it together, not all of it, on a 6x6, but then we came to the conclusion that she wanted a little bit more. I took them off and made this big one. So I'm just using the microglaze. This is absolutely brilliant stuff. I absolutely love it. And I'm just reaching over to pick it up. Now I will say I love the finish of it. It makes your colours pop, but just be aware that it is very difficult to get glue to stick to it once you've got your parts on. And I'm using Gina Cake and Neck glue. You have to really make sure that it's stuck down well, and you'll see throughout the process of putting the card together I use a lot of the reverse tweezers to hold the bits in place, just to give the glue time to set onto the microglaze. So these are virtually all from Gummiapan. I think the only ones that aren't are, at the moment it's on the right hand side, and it's the toadstools. That one isn't, that's just I don't know where I got that one from. But yeah, they are virtually all Gummiapan. So I've got some twine, and I'm just going to put 3 pieces of twine across, just sellotaping it at the back to secure it. Just no reason why I've done it like this. It's just I just wanted it to be there, really. And to be honest, when you've got the card, you can barely see it, but it's good that it is there. It just adds that little extra bit of element to the card. I'm just making sure that it's well stuck down. So I stuck it down once, now I'm sticking it down again with a different layer. Oh, some of the flowers as well, they've used from the Holtz. I'm just going to get it. I've got my microphone on me so you can follow me. I shouldn't fade out. So I've just used the flower tops off the thinlets. It's the cacti. There's 4 cacti in it, and that is Sizzix 665365. And I've just used the larger flowers. And again, I'm just going around with, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, this is Rustic Wilderness, just to weather the paper off a little bit. And I'd done it after I'd done the distressed glaze, but it doesn't come off. Well, I suppose it would do. And I've glued the centre part of the string down, just to keep it a bit tauter than it was, tighter. Taut, tight, well, you know what I mean. So I'm just going down with around with some vintage photo, scrubbing my brush off. I'm just in the process of putting all the colours to have one brush each. I was fortunate enough ages and ages ago when Craft Stash were giving away sets of, I don't know, I think there was 15 brushes when you spent £30. I know I'd got quite a big order putting in, so cheekily I put in 3 or 4 orders, and I got 3 or 4 sets. The little fairies are lovely that I've got on it. I've got 1, 2, I think I've got 5 fairies on it. Oh yeah, I've got 6 fairies on it. Again, they're Gummiapan. Actually, I don't know where the mushrooms are from. They're not Gummiapan. I just think they were the unbranded dyes of mushrooms. And apart from the pink one, which you'll see in a bit, and that one is, again, it's a Sizzix Holtz one. So I'm just putting the little posts on, just on some foam tape, just to give it some more dimension. And I do think the different shapes and the different edgings of them looks good. I like the way that that's turned out. And to get the one that I've just put down, the rectangle, the smaller rectangle below it, it's the same die, but I've just cut it and then recut it again so it's smaller by just stitching the die over. I'll show that that process in another video. And like I said, I'm using the Gina K-Connect glue. It is by far my favourite. I've used lots and lots of different glues, but this is, it really is, you don't need a lot at all. A little goes a long way. It's really strong. So yeah, I can show it. I think you can appreciate making the elements for this card. It took me ages, at least excuse me, at least a couple of hours. They've all been coloured. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat, which is not good because I've got the microphone just under my chin. And I've used on a lot of the elements is the Made to Surprise Dimension Gloss, which again, I've just started using that. I do like that. Don't know whether we'll be able to get Made to Surprise or any of Sam's products now. I don't know. I might email her and ask her. So the card is very colourful. And I mentioned on a video, maybe 3 or 4 videos back, and I was using Gummiapan. I made the card with the little rabbits on, and with the stone wall, the curved stone wall. And I'd actually said I wish they'd put some play parts out. Well, they did that month. So you'll see them. I'm going to be using them as well, because the lady asked for a little fairy with blonde hair. So we've got a little fairy with blonde hair going down the slide. But there's a slide, swing, sandbox, seesaw, and one of those horses with springs on, which is really cool. I should be definitely be having a snooze in a bit, I think. You'll see that I'm messing about with the foam tape because I want it to go in between the twine so it doesn't bulk up. So, you know, just so it really is quite level. I'd put it on upside down. I didn't realise I got the card the wrong way round. But yeah, it is an extremely busy card. So the Gummiapan elements are from their general stock, and also the Christmas calendar, and also the Easter calendar as well. The little rabbit at the bottom, I'm sure that was the Easter calendar this year. You can see the gloss on those on that foliage. It does look nice. and I think I used nearly every part that I'd cut. The little cottages for the fairies. When that first came out, that was out of the advent calendar last year, not last year, 2024. And I made them, I turned them around and made them into cheeses. It's always worth looking at your dies so that you can see different things. This is the parts. That's the slide. And I've done the slide in a metallic silver. That's the sandbox. I've put the dimensional gloss on all the metal aspects of the playground apparatus as well, so it gives that glossy paint finish. That's the seesaw. The detail in these dies is absolutely incredible. That's the little horse. These kids used to say you could nearly go over on it. And there's the swing, look. Yeah, that pink toadstool, that's a Tim Holtz one. Some of these bits I've cut out and I've just added in my bit box that I've just decided to utilise as well. Just freshen them up a bit. Like I said, these reverse tweezers are absolutely brilliant. I think I've got about 5 pairs. I think they're a card maker's staple. It's one of mine, definitely, anyway. So I do hope you're enjoying this video of me putting it together. If I'd put the whole thing in, you would have been sat here for about 3 hours, even if I sped it all up. On the after I finished recording, there's different elements that I put on. On the tree stump that I'm just putting down now, I've put one of the little mice climbing up it, and also there's a tiny little bird. I've got a little black bird on top of it, and I've also put a little black bird on top of the mushroom, the pink mushroom that I've just put down. And on the log on the left hand side at the top, I've put a little snail down the bottom. I've also put some of the dimensional gloss just to have a little snail trail where it's been. These are little things, probably nobody will notice them, but I've done it anyway. So I've just done certain aspects of it, just overlapping over the other ones, just to sort of like blend it in together a little bit more. These elements, the flowers and the foliage and the acorn, they're a Tim Holtz sets, but I haven't got the number for them, I'm afraid. You can see I'm just stacking it up and layering it all up. So I'm just putting a little bunny round on and putting him on some foam tape, because his ears are going to be on the part above, and that's on foam tape anyway, so just to make that level. And he doesn't stay like that. I took him off as an afterthought, and straightened him up a bit, so both his little feet are hanging off the front. But you'll see that on the photo if you want to go back and have a look, but it'll be the end of the video as well. So that's the love heart from the set that I cut the backgrounds off with. Just using two different coloured reds. A lighter and a darker. I wanted to put a love heart on, but I didn't want it to be sort of like in your face. The sentiment that I've done with my Colop Create, and it says, "Our beautiful daughter Sarah, we wish you a very happy birthday." I haven't shown that bit. So just putting a little bit more of the dimension gloss on because I touched it and it wasn't dry. So it smudged it a little bit. Just love these bumblebees. There's a set of 3, all the same. This is the smallest one. And I've put the dimension gloss on his wings as well, so that really does make a difference. There's a little part in the wings that comes up just in that centre. You'll see me just trying to lift it up. One of them was a little bit flat. So I'm just using a Ohuhu white gel pen just to go over, just to add some highlights. I haven't gone overboard of it. I do think the highlights really do just finish it off. So there's the sentiment. But what I've done, the gloss is still a little bit tacky, so I've literally just stuck the sentiment on the top. Like I said, I wanted it to show that there was a love heart there, but I didn't want it to be prominent. And when I put it on and I've looked at it again, it was a bit wonky, so I was able to take it off and straighten it up. So if you're thinking that's not straight, it wasn't. You're right. So there's the card base, and 7x7. That's a little mouse that I put on the tray on the log there. A little snail. I'm just going to pick up there. I was going to put some hedgehogs on, but I decided against it. My husband said, "How much can you put on this card?" Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please, again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that jazz. You know the bits to do. I really do appreciate you. And I will see you for the next one, which will be #138. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye for now. Bye.